London is one of the world's most visited cities, with more than 26 million people heading to the capital every year. It's a place where there's something for everyone, from history to culture, art, grand museums and royalty. But the city, which offers so much for so many, is also the perfect backdrop for pickpockets. London has been rated 10th in an index of European destinations where tourists are most likely to have their possessions stolen. That's according to TripAdvisor. So how can you avoid becoming a victim on your next holiday destination? Well, first, can you spot the pickpocket in this crowd? Meet James Freedman. He's a magician by trade and a leading pickpocket consultant.
I once had an experience where I came out of a bar, a man shook my arm on this side,
right,
and while that was happening, phone disappeared from there.
Yeah.
That's a fairly familiar technique, I imagine?
Well, it falls into a pattern, which is distraction. And there are lots of natural distractions on the street, going through an Oyster card machine, someone dropping coins, crossing a road. The best defence from any pickpocket is distance, and that's why pickpockets will always go to a crowded racetrack or a busy place like Piccadilly Circus. Of course, you can't avoid those places, but some sensible things you can do is not take valuables that you don't need with you. A lot of people now are carrying their driving licence around with their credit cards. I would never do that. If you're a tourist here, you're going to be looking at the sights. If you're a business person here getting somewhere, you're going to be looking at your phone or going to where you're going. If you're a pickpocket here, you're going to be looking at marks. Look at that wallet there. Even you could take that out of his pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to risk it, but yeah, you're right. So we've established that I probably got things in the wrong places, but could you get something off me now, even though I'm looking at you? I know
probably.
that you...
The thing that people always ask about is stealing a watch from someone. Do you think I could take that watch from you?
I'm pretty confident. Well, I'm sure.
Why don't you put your hand over it so I can't take it? Now you're sure it's there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got some other things. You've got your phone. Don't know what that is. Something leather. It feels in there. What is that? A lip salve?
That's a lip salve.
Lip salve in there and around the back here. Is that a wallet?
That is a wallet.
Okay. Well, I'll try and take things from you. Would it surprise you to know the lip salve just went? And it's here. And your phone is also gone. It's actually here. Just check, that's yours, isn't it?
That is mine.
Yeah, so that's the
remarkable
way people can take things, and while you're concentrating on those two objects and making sure that you've got them, I could do something like steal your watch.
Well, James definitely left me shocked at just how easy it is to pickpocket someone. But the real criminals often use gangs and distraction tactics. Emily was targeted when she was on holiday in Barcelona.
We nipped down the Ramblas in Barcelona and went to an internet cafe to sort of catch up because we've been away for a while, send some emails, and I was sat at the computer and just put the bag really near my foot and kept checking it again, and I guess because I was focused on the screen, somebody just walked past and took it.
And it was gone?
Just gone.
There must have been initially a moment of panic.
Complete panic, yeah. We just couldn't understand how it'd been so between me and my friend and just gone the next second. So we kind of ran around a little bit in the internet cafe trying to find it, and then obviously went straight out and tried to find maybe in a street or something, or see anybody carrying the bag, but nothing.
So you're in a foreign place without your passport, with no money, no phone. What did you do?
Well, my friend had his stuff still, so I could obviously use his phone and I guess get access to money with him. But obviously I had to go to the police station, and there was actually a queue in the police station because it had happened to so many people.
Barcelona is listed first on the index of cities where you're most likely to have your belongings stolen while on holiday. Last year, more than 7 million people came here. It is one of the Mediterranean's busiest ports. Rome in Italy is listed second on the index, along with Paris in third. Only last month, staff at one of the world's most visited museums, the Louvre in the French capital, walked out in protest over pickpockets who were targeting tourists and workers there. Madrid is listed fourth, and Athens in Greece is fifth.
Although London has appeared on the list of top 10 cities for pickpockets, down here on the underground, thefts have actually gone down in the last year. That's partly due to a transport police operation. Hundreds of plainclothes officers walking around checking the network, looking for pickpockets and so-called dippers.
Last year, there were 7,000 thefts reported on the London Underground. It's here where British Transport Police officers patrol the entire network with an array of CCTV cameras.
We use the CCTV, we use what's called a guardianship. So people come through the ticketed barriers, they pay the fare, they come in and meet a uniform presence in terms of police officers, and we use the CCTV to target suspicious activity on the tube network, and we direct in either undercover plainclothes officers or uniformed officers to come and investigate suspicious activity on the tube network.
How can people help themselves and stop themselves from being a victim?
It's about being aware of their surroundings, making sure that their clothing and luggage is zipped up, but in particular looking out for their mobile phones, making sure that when they are using it, that they put it away somewhere safe, and they make sure that they know where that is at all times whilst on the tube network.
And as the police say, there are some very simple things you can do to avoid having your stuff nicked while on holiday, and surprisingly, even if you've got travel insurance, you want to be covered if the insurer feels you weren't being responsible at the time when you had your stuff stolen.
Or if you had a hire car and you left your wallet on the dashboard with the window rolled down, somebody reached in, stole it, they could take the view you didn't look after it properly. If you check high-value belongings into your hold luggage and things are stolen or mislaid, it can be quite difficult for you to claim, because once more the insurance can take the view you did not take good care.
Pickpocketing across the world isn't going to stop, but with a few simple measures put in place while on holiday, you'll definitely make it harder for the criminal gangs to target you, as police forces around the world continue to play cat and mouse with the dippers.